What's up, everyone? Welcome into Bleacher Talk. I'm Claudia Collins alongside Jordan Spurgeon, and we have a fun lineup for you today. Of course, at the very end of the show, you'll see our third member of the Bleacher Talk crew, Eliav Gabai, with our social spotlight segment. Before then, you'll see a recurring face and my recruiting roundup co-host, Cody Cameron, because we're talking coaching carousel changes again. I mean, honestly, this time of year, there's so much to talk about. Yeah, we had to do a part two. But first, we also had to do a part two of.
Well, the Opportunity Bowl is happening this week, Claudia, on the 31st at Hamilton High School, 4 o'clock p.m. You'll be able to get tickets there at their website. But we caught up with Jim Camarillo last week, who put it on, and it's been a great event. Our teammate Kayla Marinal is able to get out to practice and get some footage. She's working on some cool stories on some of the guys out there. But here's more from our conversation with Jim Camarillo as he talks about the coaching staff and what this game means and potentially how to get ahead for everybody else that's a current sophomore and junior that wants to play in this one day.
We've had some very competitive practices. The kids are really getting after it, having fun. We told them day one in our first meeting was, our first objective or rule, if you will, was have fun. And the second one was don't forget the first rule. I mean, it's just that's why we're here. Don't get too bummed out if you drop a pass or you miss a block or it's okay. Your coach is not going to make you run a lap. This is all about fun. And let's just keep getting better. You talk about our coaching staff. I mean, some of the guys we have this year is fantastic. I mean, Rick Garrettson, all of us know him from the
Oh,
years
yeah.
of Chandler state
Can't
championships.
give up coaching, huh?
Right. I called him up and he said, when and where do I need to be there? This sounds like a great opportunity for me. So he's with us. Steve Bellis is back again on our staff. Mark Tucker. Mark Tucker's been in the Valley forever. Mark Martinez. Those two guys right there are arguably the two best offensive line coaches Arizona has had in a long, 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 long time. Um, and Roy Lopez is on our staff this year. He's been a head coach around the state for a long, long time. So, we told the kids when we sat down, was, hey, you guys are going to get coached. These guys love to coach people, right? They love to see good football. So, don't take it personal when it gets excitable. I mean, it is what it is, and let's go out and have fun. So, it's been a blessing for me to be able to keep my relationships with some of these guys, make a couple of phone calls. They say, yeah, let's do it. We've had a couple guys that have been with us now for 3 years. They just keep coming back for more. They just love the event. So I think coaches know, and I think more and more coaches know across Arizona that the high school coaches that this is not a t-shirt only event. I mean, we have some real objectives. There's some real recruiting going on. There's some real coaching going on. The game will be super competitive. We film it from a couple different angles and send that out to the college coaches. So the college coaches are getting the game film as well as the player profile, the huddle tape, and all that kind of stuff, right? So I think the high school coaches in Arizona are understanding what we're doing and why we're doing it. When we send out the watch list, there was 109 high schools that have submitted one player, at least one player. So that's about 40 something, almost 50% of the high schools coaches that put somebody into the game, right? So we're pretty proud of that. It's gone up incrementally every year as more coaches find out about it and more coaches become comfortable with the idea that it's not a money grab. And so we're pretty proud of the people that have been involved, and we're pretty excited for January 31st.
Well, before I let you go, I want to close this out with two questions. One, is this a spectator event? Should people go out and watch? And two, for any juniors or parents of juniors that are watching right now, what information can they gather now so they make sure they're involved with this next year when they're a senior?
Right. Perfect. So yes, the game will be recorded. The tickets will be on sale. It's just an Eventbrite thing where they can go on and buy tickets. We encourage folks to come out if they just want to see good football and some kids running around having some fun. It's a great event. Last year we had a DJ and all kinds of stuff. It's fun to just a fun day. This year we'll have the DJ, we'll have live music, food and everything. So I mean it's just a fun day for families. So yes, they can buy tickets, and the the juniors, the underclassmen, I would suggest to the parents and the kids to stay in contact with the head coach because that's who we contact. So probably around April again of 26, we'll start sending out the invite list and all that kind of stuff for the head coaches to submit their players. And it doesn't hurt to submit your name, your information, and you see how it goes from there. Kids that are maybe sophomores and want to get in early, that's fine too. Again, next year will be a senior only event. So if you're a junior, you can put your name on the list for your senior year. And yeah, so it's all good. Good question.
Awesome. Well, Jim, thank you so much for taking the time. We're super excited for the Opportunity Bowl. I'm sure we'll make our way out there. January 31st, that's going to be a great time. And again, just thanks for all you do for these kids and giving them an opportunity to get out on the field again and potentially be able to live out their dreams, somewhere. There's always a home for somebody when they want to find it in college. And I think that's super cool what you're doing. So
Right,
we
right.
appreciate you.
Right. Thank you very much. I just want to make sure everybody understands that this is not a Phoenix only event. There's kids from all over the state in this game, in this event, from Sierra Vista, Yuma, Prescott, Thatcher, Snowflake. I mean, there's some real investment. These kids are driving 3.5 hours to get to practice, right? So I mean that they really want to be a part of it. And I hope everybody understands that we're just not trying to make this a Phoenix event. It's held in Phoenix, but we're attracting kids and coaches from all over the state, which is great.
I love that. And that's what we love to do at Sports 360 AZ. So I'm glad that that's an easy way for us to get eyes on these guys too that are making that drive. So thanks again for
Yeah.
joining us and sharing more about the event.
Thanks, Claudia. Thanks, Jordan.
I can bank when I want, where I want.
I can show my school spirit with every purchase.
I get rewarded for all I do with them, like a rate discount on my first auto loan.
And they partner with the school I always root for.
Hey, how's it going? All right, ready, let's go. So excited.
To be a top tight end in the league, there is no compromise. Trey fuels his body with a protein shake that has great taste like no other. Keeping the grit in his workouts, but never in his protein shake. Rockin' protein, never settle.
Whirlwind Golf Club at Wild Horse Pass. Set within the Gila River Indian community in Chandler, this is one of the bucket list courses to play in Arizona. 36 holes of Gary Pank's design courses. It's a must play. Devil's Claw and Cattail courses are awaiting you. See why the LPGA Ford Championships are held here every spring. That's Whirlwind Golf Club. Think golf, think Whirlwind.
This is a Santan Ford announcement.
Santan Ford is taking delivery of over 500 new cars and trucks. All models are priced for immediate sale to make room for more arrivals. Don't wait. Head to Tim Hovey's Santan Ford in Gilbert.
We are Santan Ford.
Nothing brings people and families together faster than sharing food. Great friends, memories, and good times. For over 2 generations, Valle Luna has served you the food that brought you together, and we've been proud to do so. We're fortunate to have been a part of so many stories, gatherings, and traditions that continue on today and will tomorrow. Start a tradition of your own. Come taste authentic Sonoran-style food with your family and friends here with us at Valle Luna.
Discover more Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino.
Hi folks, here are your drinks.
Where having fun means racking up reward credits with the Caesars Rewards loyalty program that can be redeemed for food, free play, hotel stays, and more. Not only here in the city of Maricopa, but also at more than 50 Caesars properties coast to coast. From Harrah's Las Vegas to Caesars Palace in Atlantic City. What are you waiting for? Play for All at Harrah's Auction Casino, the official sponsor of Play.
To be a top tight end in the league, there is no compromise. Trey fuels his body with a protein shake that has great taste like no other. Keeping the grit in his workouts, but never in his protein shake. Rockin' protein, never
Welcome back into Bleacher Talk. I'm Jordan Spurgeon alongside Claudia Collins. And in this week's show, we're continuing on with part two of some conversations because the coaching carousel just isn't letting up across Arizona high school football. So it's only right we bring back Mr. Cody Cameron to talk about that. And Cody, you're wearing your built gear. You obviously have some of the best relationships with these coaches in the state, including Mr. Travis Sherman, who stepped away from Queen Creek. I know you wanted to say some words there, so I give you the floor to start things out.
Oh man, well, there's so many things to say about Travis Sherman, but I feel like what his relationship that he's built with a lot of us, right? Like every time I talk to Travis, he's saying so many good things about our Sports 360 team. And I remember, a couple coaches, we don't do this to get accolades and stuff like that. Like I feel like, especially you guys, you do such a good job of utilizing the platform for the kids. But every time I talk to Travis, he's talking about Claudia. Like I remember when he met you a couple of years ago, and he speaks so highly of you. He speaks so highly of Jordan. He speaks so highly of people who promote his players. And he's like that type of role model. He was like that, not just on the Queen Creek campus and with this team, but really throughout the entire state. I mean, he was born and raised in this state playing high school football locally. He's coached for many, many years. And I think his leadership has affected so many players. And talking to him before this decision, the thing I was really, really happy about was that two things. One, it was his decision. This was not a situation where he was forced out at all. He knew it was time. So it was his time to step away, let somebody else take over the Queen Creek football program. And two, he was able to talk to his kids. There wasn't a situation where someone got wind of it and tweeted it out early, or parents are leaking it, so forth. He was able to talk to his kids in person and go, hey, this is why, and I'm still going to be here for you guys regardless of whatever you need. I think that's so important. We lose sight of that. We lose sight of that in the state of Arizona.
He sure does. All right. Anyone else that you want to bring up that, I mean, we could probably go through 100 schools, it feels like, but who do we have next?
Well, how about, one of the biggest jobs in the state of Arizona that opened up this year, Perry High School. Perry High School, and filling it with Jeremy Hathcock. And I know there were some people and things going, hey, does this guy bounce around? People, we have to look at scenarios, right? Going from Blue Ridge, where he's the athletic director and a head football coach. Guess what, folks? That's not easy to do. Okay, so he goes back down to the valley and turns Verado. Like he won so many games at Verado so quickly, such a butt kicker. But guess what? He's an East Valley guy. Mesa High opens up. He has an opportunity to come back to the east side and move up back from 5A to 6A, a place where he called home for so long at Desert Ridge, goes to Mesa, wins a bunch of games. They lose their principal and athletic director. And a bunch of other things are to happen right now. And Chandler Unified opens. I understand. And Jeremy and Coach Hathcock will acknowledge it too. Yes, on paper, it's four schools in 4 years. But let's be honest with ourselves. 95% of head football coaches want a Chandler Unified job. Why? It pays well. They back their coaches. Their district AD, Sean Rustad, is a complete butt kicker. And Perry High School, I love what Jeremy said last week, actually, too. He said, hey, Joseph Ortiz, because he was asked, hey, how are you going to bring your culture and your offense and defense at Perry? He goes, hey, offensively, we're covered. Joe Ortiz is a friend of mine. He did tremendous work there. This offense is good. I'm just going to, on the defensive side, we're going to bring the culture in. We're going to attack the weight room. We're going to get some toughness into these kids. And that's Jeremy Hathcock's MO. But he alluded, he didn't knock Joe. He's friends with Joe. He's like, this is great. I love that because the Arizona coaching fraternities is special.
I just want to say we act like these coaching jobs doesn't work like a normal career where you want to like excel and like move up and do the next thing. I understand it can be frustrating as a student athlete, as a parent, like that's totally fair too. But like it's that everyone likes to say two things can be true at the same time. And that's just one of these situations. Like you can be frustrated, but then also say, this person is probably doing this because it's a good career move for them. Maybe it's location's important. So yes, it's frustrating as media when every year we're like, all right, who's the new coaches? What do we have here? But at the end of the day, like it's a job. And in every job you want to excel and improve. So like,
well, and the other thing he has publicly said is that Mesa High School is a good job. It's another good paying job. That district's great. Tommy Eubanks, the current district AD, is awesome.
Yeah.
And they have the facilities. The kids at Mesa High School, like to me, that's one of the biggest jobs in the state right now because the roster is good. That's a really good roster. He has said many times publicly, whoever gets to that job, they're inheriting a really good football team. But how many jobs where you don't have bosses You have no boss. You have no athletic director and principal right now on campus. You have interns, but you don't have two guys. The stability of it is not great right now but he has an opportunity to once again go into Chandler Unified School District to, be in a district of Hamilton, Bastrop, Chandler, that everybody wants to be. Castile, everybody wants those jobs. Everybody. If Chris McDonald at Bastrop stepped down tomorrow, which I'm not saying is happening, but if he did, there'd be 200 people applying to Bastrop. Why? It's a top job in the state. Travis
Could be
Dixon, same
applying
thing.
from out of state. What are we talking about?
Yes. What are we talking about here? It's Chandler Unified. So I don't know. I think the situation, both can be true. Mesa, I feel bad for those kids too. They're great kids, but it's a really good roster. And understanding that Perry's probably the best situation for many, many of these people.
Yeah. With that carousel too, and it's different this cycle now because we've had two, like you said, really good jobs open up a little bit later in the cycle than typical. But what are some of the programs that you're kind of hearing or getting closer to finding their next head coach? Because there's been some that have been open for a while.
Yeah, I think when you look at it, and it was sticking very similar to this, I think that Queen Creek job, I think does want to move a little bit quicker, because the other thing about having jobs opening for a long time, you're a threat to lose kids. And Queen Creek High School is next to 8 to 10 schools, all in a 2-mile radius. And there's some really, really good candidates. They'll have strong candidates that are currently on staff right now at Queen Creek High School. And then some of the jobs that have kind of prolonged, ACP is going to move fast. Another Chandler Unified job, another school that's going to have 4 coaches in 4 years, they are going to move rapid fire, because same thing, Chandler Unified does not want to lose kids on a Chandler Unified campus. So they'll move fast. I think Apache Junction's ready to rock. So a couple of those schools. I'm still waiting for the West Valley to pop. I think the West Valley's only had a couple jobs, and I think, Jordan, alluding to you, where you go, hey, maybe some of these jobs are going later. It seems like every year there's been jobs that have been later and later. I think that's ready to pop. Maybe as late as like spring break, which is craziness, but that's that domino effect that we talk about. One coach is like, yeah, contracts come back out for the 2026, 2027 school year. Don't really like doing this anymore. I'm gonna step down. That creates such a domino effect, because districts want coaches who have head coaching experience, and how you get that is current head coaches at other spots. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, there's some ready to pop here pretty soon.
I can bank when I want, where I want.
I can show my school spirit with every purchase.
I get rewarded for all I do with them, like a rate discount on my first auto loan.
And they partner with the school I always root for.
Hey, how's it going? All right, ready, let's go. I'm so excited.
Ortho Arizona and my journey. My knees were shot, so I had double knee replacement, and I wanted the best in rehab. Ortho Arizona encouraged and pushed me in the process. Go to orthoarizona.org. That's orthoarizona.org. I've always loved collecting cards, and I'm so happy to be partnering with the Monster Card Shop in Queen Creek and Fanatics. We're talking about hobby boxes, packs, basketball, baseball, football, soccer, UFC. You know it, you love it, and if you've not experienced collecting before, this is a great place to start. And of course, there's a business side to this too. All of it in one place. So excited to be partnering again with the Monster Card Shop in Queen Creek and Fanatics. Looking forward to it.
Hey, welcome back into Bleacher Talk. And as promised, it's time for a social spotlight segment with Eliav. Goodbye, Eliav. I know that you've searched the interweb and you have found the best of off-season football. What do you have for us this week?
We're always keeping an eye out. People, don't be afraid to tag us, to DM us. We are all over it. Instagram, X, Facebook, Google Plus, whatever you got, we're gonna be there. And we're starting this week's social spotlight with the Dobson Mustangs. We're gonna talk about this throughout the entire off season. You know it's important to put in work, and it's okay if you go to different sports, people. That's another thing you got to remember. But how about doing some track training in the football offseason workouts? I love this from the Mustangs, Claudia.
As do I. And yes, I think not only don't be scared to try other sports, like actually just do other sports. It's for sure good for you. You're going to learn a lot about yourself. You're going to build strength in so many different areas. And we always talk about track and field and how it really should just be hand in hand with football. So yeah, why not just throw it into your off-season football workouts? And you know what I see here? I see another Spurge challenge move.
Oh,
I
We're
feel
getting
like
there.
it's been
Yeah,
a
we're getting
while.
there. We're getting there. The shoulder's almost healthy. One more
Oh,
shot, we'll be
that's
good to go.
right.
We're getting there. But hey,
Shoulder.
I will say I love to see this because a lot of people think about off-season lifting for football guys. It's just about putting on mass and getting bigger. No, no, no. Keep your limbs nimble. Keep yourself getting more explosive. Get faster. Get ready to get out on the track. Put up great times out on the track, and that's all going to translate. So keep a healthy body. You don't want to just train 5x5 year round. You want to make sure that you're getting different kinds of lifts in. You can see them going over the hurdles, getting the hips ready. Like A plus from Coach Newcomb and his staff over there.
And it's not just track, ladies and gentlemen. Congrats to Nicolasi, straight out of Marcos Deniza, and he placed first at the Brad Jones Pack Invitational, being named Outstanding Wrestler. Come on, that's a good way to represent the Padres. And Spurge, we just talked about, I know you're not healthy yet, but we got to get you in the wrestling ring, baby. Come on now.
Ooh, oh gosh, man, I don't know about
A
that.
lot of heat on
I
Spurge
belong
Just
today.
really
nowhere
just,
near
yeah, throw
wrestling,
Spurge under
Matt.
the bus.
We're going. I don't think I belong anywhere near wrestling, Matt. But I'll tell you what, Nicolasi does. Caleb Marinow, our teammate, did a great story on him during the season last year. Him and his family, and man, he is a wonderful kid, incredible football player, and obviously a great wrestler. I think 2 seconds is all I probably have on the mat before I'm out and I'm gone. So I'm not even going to attempt that. But to see him, look at everybody always talks football, basketball, baseball, or track. Wrestling is a great sport for football players to play in the winter. If you don't want to go play basketball and you want a winter sport, wrestling is a great spot, especially what he does, being the beefy guy that he is. I mean, that's it's cool to see.
And I don't know too much about the details of how they connect with one another as sports, but it makes a lot of sense, right? Weight distribution, you got to keep the stamina up, a whole bunch of different elements. And this last one, always great to bring this up because always so important and a great opportunity. The AZ HBCU football camp. We talk about it every year, and I'm so glad that it's become now annual. Claudia, you've been to these. How fun is it out there?
Honestly, selfishly, I'm so glad that I've kind of seen it from the inception and seen it grow. It's kind of one of the cool things about doing what we do. But there's so much passion behind this project, we'll call it. And it's really all about getting HBCUs connected with students and coaches in Arizona, student athletes and coaches in Arizona, and vice versa. It's a great opportunity to get exposed, see what opportunities are available to you that maybe you haven't thought of before. And these coaches, like, they know now there's a ton of talent in Arizona. So they're out here like recruiting. That is the entire purpose of this. And so I think if you're not signed up, and even if you're a younger student and you need to get signed up in the future, it's just a camp to keep your eyes on. And it doesn't matter like your race to go to an HBCU. It's really about your skill set and an opportunity. I don't want people to think you have to be boxed in. Like, go after the opportunities that are available to you. So, HBCU camp, we're a huge proponent of here at Sports 360 AZ, and there will definitely be more coming on that.
No doubt. Don't forget, May 16, 2026. Scan that QR code. It's right there on your screen. But that is all we have for this week's Social Spotlight.
Well, Eliav, we appreciate you as always. Another great show of Bleacher Talk. I'm Jordan Spurgeon. For Eliav, goodbye. And Claudia Collins, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
I can bank when I want, where I want.
I can show my school spirit with every purchase.
I get rewarded for all I do with them, like a rate discount on my first auto loan.
And they partner with the school I always root for.
Hey guys. Hey, how's it going? All right, ready, let's go. So excited.
Whirlwind Golf Club at Wild Horse Pass. Set within the Gila River Indian community in Chandler, this is one of the bucket list courses to play in Arizona. 36 holes of Gary Pank's design courses. It's a must play. Devil's Claw and Cattail courses are awaiting you. See why the LPGA Ford Championships are held here every spring. That's Whirlwind Golf Club. Think golf, think Whirlwind.
Visit us at Harrah's Auction Casino in the city of Maricopa, where you'll find play for all and friendly people ready to welcome you like family.
Welcome back, you two.
As the official sponsor of Play and the only casino in Arizona with Caesars Rewards, see what a difference it makes to play where your fun is our top priority. Harrah's Auction Casino. Play for all.
Nothing brings people and families together faster than sharing food. Great friends, memories, and good times. For over 2 generations, Valle Luna has served you the food that brought you together, and we've been proud to do so. We're fortunate to have been a part of so many stories, gatherings, and traditions that continue on today and will tomorrow. Start a tradition of your own. Come taste authentic Sonoran-style food with your family and friends here with us at Valle Luna.